What is going on, my superheroes? Rhymestyle here, joined by Kagi, reporter Kagi. Kagi, hi. What are you doing? What are you doing right now?
I got a microphone.
Is that the microphone you used to record?
No, actually, it's a new mic I bought. It's the same quality, surprisingly, but it's for like future events when I go to. It won't be E3 this year, but I might go next year.
So you can like come up to a face. Hey you!
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, Mr. Rhymestyle, what can you tell us about Dragon Ball Super?
It's cool.
What about My Hero Academia?
It's cool.
What about penis?
You try to trick me. Speaking of My Hero Academia, I just got done watching episode 7. It took me a couple
Finally!
I know. Usually we watch the episodes at like 10, 11, 3 o'clock your time, 2 o'clock your time, or something like that. And then we sit down and record. Well, right now it's late o'clock and
10 o'clock at night for me, so that's like 8 for you.
Yeah, late o'clock. It's supposed to be a joke because it rhymed. I set this up. I did this late because of that one joke. It's a fact.
That's awful.
That's not true, actually. I had stuff to do today. So, episode 7 actually was incredibly exciting. And the entire time I was watching, I was only worried about one thing: if they were going to end it before the fight ended.
Oh.
It didn't. Actually,
no. The thing is that I've noticed is like everything is like kind of a two-parter.
Yeah.
So that's why. And there's still like a whole little arc. The only thing that I would imagine is more than the two-parter is literally what's going to happen after next episode.
Right. And speaking of which, I'm now in officially brand new territory because when I started reading the manga before the anime came out, this is exactly where I stopped. Well,
this is where you stopped?
I stopped next episode. Right when he woke up, essentially.
Oh, okay.
So,
I got you.
Can you hear my dog right now?
No. No, now I can. Now I can. Whimpering.
What do you
know what? That brings me to an important question. Mr. Rhyme, dodge. Mr. Rhyme, dodge a cat. Cats are
dogs.
My controller did not just fall.
Definitely dogs. The reason why he's whining is every time I give my dog anything, he will play with it and he'll cry because he wants to hide it. In this case, he's trying to hide his bone for later. And when he does this is after he hides it, he just picks it back up and continues eating it. Can you not?
So what you say is, so what you're saying is he's got a bone to pick with you.
I hate you. Back to the episode. So right where the last episode ended off, we are continuing the field test with Uraraka and Deku.
I'm fucking funny.
Kagi's funny. Versus Team Bakugou. Team D?
Yes.
Team D, that's what they were.
Team Bakugou, Team Deku.
Look at stop his face right now. Go away. I just bought my microphone. Yeah, and the fight was actually incredible. Exactly how I was hoping this episode was going to happen, because this is the one I was actually looking forward to the most in the first season. It happened exactly to that way, and I love it. The intensity of it, the fight. To those who watched it, how many times did you guys actually scream and go, "This is dope"? Because I
did 3.
3. It's funny, like, because I watched it with my girlfriend, and the whole time she was watching, she was like jumping. I was like, it's rare for an anime. Well, I wouldn't say it's rare, but it's been a while, I should say, where an anime was so excited to the point where you're jumping. I mean, the last time I was this excited was during the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken thing that happened in Super. And
that wasn't too long ago. That was like what, 2 weeks?
2, 3, 4 weeks, 3 weeks. I want to say.
I would more than 3. It can't be.
Yeah. Well, either way, it's one of those things that rarely happens where you're just like. It was great, but the thing that I love the most is the character development. Because in this episode specifically, we see, the past. We see Deku and Bakugou growing up. Basically, you see. It
was mainly focused on Bakugou and why he just has this like hatred for Deku, because Deku's always like the way that Bakugou sees it is like he's always looking down on him.
Yeah.
But that's not the case at all. Deku is just trying to, be a hero, be a good kid.
Exactly.
But then it's like, even when he's a quirkless fuck, he's still trying to help him out. It's like, fuck you, I'm better!
I'm better than you. And ultimately, it changes him. Because during that fight, now, I can't speak for what happens in the future. I know this doesn't actually happen. Like, initially, when I read the first chapter, I thought, yep, this guy, he's going to be like the Vegeta of this series. He's going to be good, become bad later, but then become good again. But after seeing this episode, I think definitely a Bakugou. Like, this entire time, I thought he was an asshole. But now I'm like, you know what?
Yeah. No.
He's not that bad.
That's what I like about him. Okay, here's the thing with Bakugou. This isn't a spoiler, really, but it's just his character. Right. He's very villain-esque. Yep. Like, he gives the appearance of a villain, and that later comes to show in the series with a whole arc that will happen. But he wants to be a hero. He has no intention of being a villain. Like, no matter what ridiculous thing he says, because he says, let's go kill them! And he even says that in this episode in the flashback. Yep. It's like, all right, Team Bakugou, let's go kill them! Yeah! And it's like, a child just said this. Who wants to be a hero. What the fuck? And eventually, I'm pretty sure Ida, as well as Adra, calls him out on that. And it was just funny. But yeah, no, I really like Bakugou. In the entire series, out of my the characters that I enjoy the most, Bakugou has to be my favorite.
I'm actually gonna go with Ida right now. The more I see him, the more I like him.
Ida is really
He's
cool.
Like,
he'll get even better as the series goes on.
He's like very habitual. He follows habits like.
He's very I get what you're saying. He's very to the book.
That.
Very to the book.
I apologize for my rudeness. Like I love that about him. And
yeah,
like I wasn't a big fan. I wasn't a big fan of his like ability at first, but now after seeing his costume, after seeing how it fits, like he's cool, and I want to see what else he can do in the future. Here's the question: now that we're 7 episodes deep, to those who are reading and watching or both, which character do you guys like the most and why?
Okay, well I gave my reasons for Bakugou just now. Bakugou is definitely my favorite because of like his development. You know, like Bakugou is. Because it's funny, because he was just a kid that liked to have fun, because him and Deku were friends, even before, like, he established his quirk. Like, he was like, oh, yeah, you're just some kid. You can follow me around. Let's go. You know, like that older kid. And then when, you know, you get like, all right, I got power. Like, I'm special. And then this fucking little shiz is like, you need help? I'm going to kill you. I hate you. But, like, in a sense, like, in heart, they're still friends. And, like, you could see that at the end of the episode. Like, when Deku, like, took on the hit. Like, because at the end of the episode, like, he got
so
hit
badass.
Full force.
He
got hit full force with Bakugou's attack. One arm blocking, the other one to punch. Both arms are fucking
You can't tell me, when you guys watched that, you didn't scream.
Yeah. It was like, I remember reading it in the manga and I'm just like, damn, that looks cool. And in the fucking just like anime, I'm like, oh, fuck, that looks like it hurts. Because one arm is just done. It's broken. Like, holy shit. And then like the other one's just like ash. Yeah. And Bakugou's face is just like, fuck. Like, it's either, it was because like, number one, Deku's not gonna take his shit anymore. And number two, I think he realized, like, I fucked up. Yeah. Like, not in the sense of, like, with Deku, but just the entire exercise in general. Like, he completely missed the point.
That's what I love the most about this episode is, like, it's just the in-between stuff, the message, the deeper stuff. And I cannot wait to see where the series goes. Now, with me, obviously you know, but I'm really curious to know the development that's gonna happen for Deku. Because obviously his weakness is a pretty big weakness, and I want to see how he develops in the future.
It'll happen.
Oh yeah, I know.
It'll happen.
I know you know. We're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah. Hey! Even though I'm caught up, I still don't know that much.
Oh, that's good. All I'm saying is I hope that season 2 starts immediately after season 1 ends.
I don't think. Are you saying like after spring anime is done?
Yes. Because I know this is only 13 episodes long, which we're halfway there. So I assume we're gonna fall into the fall season for season 2.
I hope. My fear is that I hope it's not Attack on Titan delayed, because you know, it was funny. I was talking to some of the voice actors, and they're like, technically, season 2 of Attack on Titan did come out. But people don't acknowledge that as season 2 because we're so used to, like, okay, us declaring seasons. But the first 13 episodes of Attack on Titan are technically season 1. Season 2 is the rest of that. So we have seasons 1 and 2. What's technically delayed is season 3. And I get that a lot of people are pissed, and I don't want that to happen with My Hero Academia. But no, seeing as how it's going, and I feel like Bones, like, they animated 13 episodes, like, and finished up as the year started.
Now
and then I think they might be finishing off the second season.
Which is how a lot of companies,
summer or fall.
A lot of companies, they should be doing that. Dragon Ball Super should do that. Everyone should do that. Like,
yeah.
Working on a week-to-week basis, well, it's like 4 weeks ahead.
It's Jesus. That's
brutal.
That's
it's
insane.
Brutal.
It's brutal. Okay, us okay. This is an example. Like me and you, we record daily, just crap, and it drains us. And note what we do. We do discussions and report on shit or play video games. That's shit. Compared to what animators do. These fuckers are drawing 24 frames. Well, I don't know if, not 24 frames, like literally, but they're drawing every day, probably sometimes not even going home.
And getting very underpaid too. So honestly, the last question I want to ask in this video is, what would you guys prefer, a weekly basis like they've been doing with like One Piece and Dragon Ball, or just seasons? Like, again, the only flaws with seasons, so I can toss out the pros and cons. The cons is you might get delayed seasons. Like Attack on Titan ended a long time ago, and we still don't have the third season, or I guess as we refer to it as the second season.
Right.
Second season. One Punch Man, obviously, we're waiting for the next season, and we're not gonna get that for a while. That's a con. But the pro is, if you have the weekly basis that shows what was going on, but again, the weakness with that is the fact that you can get bad animation every now and then. You can get the filler stuff that's kind of necessary. So, what would you guys prefer?
I have an answer. Yearly or bi-seasonal.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I mean, that's what
I would prefer it. Like, if you animate it and it's as detailed as it's been, and I'm not just talking about like animation-wise, but story-wise with My Hero. If you keep that up and it's either bi-season or yearly, I'm totally fine with it. It'll kill me. Yeah, it'll basically kill me because of the wait. But I mean, I do that for Game of Thrones already. I mean,
it's not the Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, Breaking Bad did it. Any other major show that's major today does that, and they come out great. Again, the flaw with on a weekly basis is the fact that you can get those bad episodes that are like, oh yikes, episode 5 of Dragon Ball Super, or you get like the fillers that a lot of people don't really care about.
Yeah. But I heard that the past filler for Dragon Ball Super was
I love
nice.
the lighthearted stuff. The slice of life stuff is really cool. Baby Pan.
Yeah.
Make sure you watch that. Make sure you watch that review tomorrow. Anyways, let us know everything I guess we discussed. This review is going on longer than it should be already. So I guess we'll see you guys in the comment section below. And of course, if you enjoyed this video as well as episode 7 of My Hero, make sure you leave a like. And I guess you can go to Kacchan's channel too if you want to. Maybe. I don't know. He has his little reporter microphone.
Mr. Rhymestyle, what do you think will happen with My Hero Academia?
Next time on episode of My Hero Academia.
No, you fuck. Tell me what happened. No.
Well, have the next episode.
All right.
We'll discuss that next week.